In the year 2024, a German film was released named The Devil's Bath. It is a daring historical horror drama. It is not a film that everyone will like, but if you want to look deeply into human history, especially that which is related to religion, then you will be able to learn a lot from it. The film is actually based on a book written by Kathy Stewart. The name of the book is Suicide by Proxy in Early Modern Germany, Crime, Sin, and Salvation. Actually, this book is also written on true events. It shows a horrific aspect of the strict social and religious restrictions and rules of Germany in the 17th and 18th centuries. Let us divide the explanation into two parts. In the first part, only the story, and in the second part, we will try to understand what the film actually wants to show us. So the story begins in the year 1750. A small child was crying in a hilly area of Austria, then a woman comes there. It is not openly told whether the woman was the mother of this child or someone else, but she takes this child to a bridge and later puts him down. She throws the money away. This was quite shocking. Then she went to the church to confess her crime, and at night it is shown that the head of this woman is cut off. Her fingers were also being cut off. She was definitely punished, but she already knew about her consequences, so why did she do this? Now we are shown a woman named Agnes. She was going to get married to a man from another village. Aeneas' mother and brother came to another village with some belongings. Aeneas gets married. All the people of the village came to this wedding. The man whom Aeneas married is named Wolf. Wolf shows Agnes a house which he had bought for both of them. In the evening, Agnes's brother and mother returned to their village. The wedding celebrations were going on till late night, and then Wolf brings Aeneas to his new house, but he does not come close to Agnes. Aeneas found this thing quite strange. The next morning, when Aeneas woke up, she saw that her husband had gone to work. Agnes quickly wore her work clothes and left for the lake because these villagers used to catch fish in the season. Then on the way to the lake, Aeneas found a poster on a tree which told how a woman killed a child and now she was punished. The dead body of the woman was lying nearby, whose head was cut off. Then she reached the lake where the villagers had come to work. Aeneas also started working with them, but all this was very stressful for her. Wolfe, her husband's mother, was also there. She often came to their new house and taught Aeneas the work. Deep down, Agnes did not like all this. Aeneas' brother had given her a severed human finger because the people of that time believed that if they kept any part of a sinner's body under their bed, they would soon have a child, and the same was expected from Aeneas, that she would become a mother soon. Wolf did not come close to Agnes, due to which she started feeling very upset, and gradually it started affecting her mind badly. Wolf's mother kept an eye on Agnes all the time, made her work, and sometimes got angry too. Anyway, everyone was religious, so they prayed from time to time. Gradually, Agnes started realizing that maybe her husband doesn't like her and she will never be able to become a mother. These thoughts were going on inside her. There was a basement under the house. She used to pray there often so that her difficulties become easy. One morning, she first went to the lake so that no one considers her useless. But that day, she didn't find a single fish in the lake. At night, someone came to their door because something had happened to someone in the village. Wolf went with them. Aeneas also started getting worried, so she also followed him. She saw that a man had taken his own life, and it was very painful for her family. Taking one's own life was considered a big sin. So the church did not even allow the body of such a person to be buried. So his body was packed like an animal. Days were passing and Agnes was breaking down from inside. Now everyone started considering her a fool. Even Wolf's mother tells her son that he should have married a girl from his village. Aeneas is useless, neither can she bear a child. She doesn't know how to do anything. All these things of hers were making her angry. Agnes had heard this. She was already very depressed. After hearing all this, she broke down from inside. So she returns to her village. But her mother and brother try to convince Agnes that she cannot live here anymore. That is her life. But Agnes did not want to go. She remained a daughter outside the house. But later, he gains some sense and drags her to his house. Now Agnes is not the same as before. She remains bedridden and cannot do any work. It is also believed that if the wife does not do household chores, then bad luck prevails. But in reality, Agnes had gone into depression. Agnes's husband sends her to a barber who treats people. When they feel sad like this, he would put some hair on their skin. Whenever a person feels sad, he would pull those hairs, which would remove their sadness. 'Cause then she would feel pain in her body. She could not be cured even by Ness, and every day she had to listen to people's taunts. When one of Wolf's goats dies of a disease, her mother believes that she is depressed. It was said that this evil was actually brought by Aeneas with him, due to which their animals have started falling sick. Then one day Aeneas found a child in the jungle which he brought home. She tells her husband and mother that look what God has sent for us, we can adopt it, but both of them scold Aeneas a lot that she cannot bring someone's child here, so she should take it back. Actually, Aeneas wanted to fulfill the lack of a child. Aeneas took that child back to the jungle. She had understood that she will never be able to be happy, so every day she started eating red poison. In the end, when her husband came to know about it, he left Aeneas and brought her to her mother's house. After coming back, Aeneas started to suffer from another guilt. She could neither become anyone's wife nor mother, nor could she be of any use to anyone. One day she takes a child to the jungle and kills him badly. Then she went to confess her crime. She was kept in captivity for a few days. She confesses her crimes in front of a priest. In this, the priest forgives her on behalf of God, meaning death to Aeneas. There will be punishment for this, but after death his soul will go to heaven. After this, Aeneas was wrapped in the skin of an animal and brought to a place where all the people of the village were gathered, including children. Aeneas's head is separated from the body. Everyone was desperate to drink Aeneas's blood, in fact they were offering money. Then a celebration is held. People dance and sing. In the film, we are given information that in the 18th century, many such cases came to light where women killed children and were also happily ready for punishment. Now let's try to understand what all this meant. The film tells us how deep the impact of religion and superstitions was in that era. Committing suicide was considered a big sin. If someone takes the life of an innocent and later apologizes, then God will forgive him and his soul will go to heaven. Women were limited to becoming mothers or doing household work, and if they were successful in this, then there was no place for them in the society. Hundreds of women like Aeneas were fed up with their lives and the taunts of the society. He came and killed innocent people and got himself killed. Actually, according to the people of that time, this was a shortcut to go to heaven. See, if someone had taken his own life, his body would neither be burnt nor buried, it would have just been thrown away like garbage and his soul would also burn in hell. But if someone wants to end his life and also go to heaven, then it is necessary that a father or priest forgives the soul of that sinner. In this way, his soul will never go to hell and will stay in heaven forever. Yes, it was that his body will be punished like pincers or beheading, meaning like what happened with Agnes, this will wash away the sin. Now it also started to be understood that why did that woman suffer by impaling the child in the beginning, because she was fed up with her life. Now the question is that why did people, especially women, want to kill themselves? The biggest reason was that Europe at that time was going through very difficult circumstances. There was a lot of poverty. People were fighting hunger and scarcity. There was no value for human life. Social and religious restrictions made people even more. There was suppression. The influence of religion was everywhere. Church and religious institutions controlled everyone's life. People could do only what religion allowed them to do. They had to follow old customs which were being followed for centuries without questioning. A woman's life was limited to getting married and having children. If a woman did not do all this or could not do it, there was no place for her in society. People considered her useless, taunted her, and ruined her respect. Due to this, many women, fed up with their condition, were forced to take dangerous decisions. It was very difficult for a woman to live. If anything went wrong, crops got spoiled, disease spread, someone died, the blame was directly put on the woman. That time, accusing someone of black magic was very common, and the woman who was accused of this had only one result: death, or she was burned alive, or something worse. All these things made life very difficult for women. Society did not give them any freedom, did not show them any way. Therefore, many women thought that if they were accused of any black magic, then they would be blamed for it. If they kill the child, they will get the death penalty, but after death, their soul will go to heaven. This was a way to escape from the bondage of society, a shortcut which was considered right according to that time. It is shown in the film that Agnes was a victim of depression, but at that time there was no way to understand mental health, due to which she was sent to a barber who would put hair inside her skin so that whenever she felt sad, she would feel pain from it. This was a useless and dangerous method which was not a treatment for the actual disease. People thought that this was a treatment for depression, but in reality it was just a way to give more pain, and whenever someone was punished, these people would drink the blood of the judge and women would keep some body parts under their bed for good luck so that they could have a child. They thought that by punishing a sinner they had made their ghost happy. So this is human history, colored with blood and immersed in darkness. This was the story of the film named The Devil's Bad. What do you think about this? Do tell in the comments section. If you like the video, like it, and if you are new to the channel, then do subscribe. See you in another story.